Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Today I'm out in the fuel shed again, and we are going to get back into our Back to Basics series. Today we're covering the centrifuge unit itself. Now this one may be a little bit longer than a couple minutes, but I'll try to keep it short and simple. So let's get into it. So, I've already covered the gravity feed system that I use on these units and the heater itself. But this here is the heart of my whole operation. Now, currently, I'm using the WVO Design's 6,000 RPM unit. It's a 120 volt setup, meaning 120 volts comes into the controller. It outputs 3-phase 230 to the motor, controlling frequency to control speed. So we can get 6,000 RPM out of this unit. As far as I'm concerned, this unit is the best deal at this price point. The only step up from here, besides a commercial grade unit, is the US Filtermax 10,000G. And as far as I know, they only make those in 230 volt, and they're substantially more expensive. So, is what it is. Below this unit, the basic, I ran one of WVO Design's basic units, which actually that's what this used to be. And I upgraded by replacing the motor and getting the controller. Now, at that price point, I'm not 100% sure that WVO would be the best route currently. PA Biodiesel's got a great unit at that price point, and I'd say it's pretty hard to beat. They've got a little bit bigger bowl, which gives them a little bit more G-force output at the same RPM as this unit, and at the price point, it's hard to beat. So if you're looking at those the basic units, the 3,000-ish RPM range, I'd give them a look for sure. If you're wanting to step up from there, I'd be looking at the WVO Design's Extreme 6,000 RPM unit. It is a little bit more expensive, but as lab testing and such has proven, there is a benefit to it. So outside of that, we've got our heater. I run it around 180 degrees. I get a lot of questions on that. We don't need to go hotter than that, really. Water moisture evaporates lower than boiling point. There's no point in running this thing as hard as it can. I've not ever seen a benefit to it. As far as cleaning the bowl out, I check the bowl between runs. I make 3 passes now, knowing what I do now. I make 3 passes on every batch of fuel I make, and I will only clean it out if the bowl is really nasty. Now, I will clean it out between total batches, but between runs, as long as the bowl's not full and it's not really cruddy, I'll keep going, no issues. Another big deal on this is the output plumbing. I always suggest now a P-trap plumbed into this. This does not come set up from WVO Designs like this. So add a P-trap with a means to drain it in the outlet. That will catch all of the moisture vapor and keep it from going into your clean oil drum or container, whatever you're using for your clean oil. Also, make sure that your sludge drain will go to a container large enough to hold the entire contents of the container feeding the unit. Because during a power failure, if you do not have a valve up here that's electronic that automatically closes during a power failure, that drum will empty out of this line right here when this unit stops spinning. So that's an important one. So another big point is you want ventilation. You want air to be able to flow through this unit. Otherwise, you'll end up with moisture trapping and everything else. You want this unit to be able to breathe while you've got a P-trap set up. So open vent on top, and you will get a lot of steam output out of this sludge drain. So wherever you drop this in, be aware you're going to get a lot of moisture coming out of this line. But yeah, I'm not going to go in the setup and building of this unit. The directions are pretty clear on putting this together, and the controller that I'm running is not the current controller they send out, so I'm not going to go into the setup on that either. There's special instructions for that as well, so those come with the unit. But yeah, that's pretty well it. If you want to check out any of my comparison videos on running multiple batches or multiple passes per batch, different temperature ranges and what that does, or different speeds and how that affects the output of the oil, check back through my playlist here and you will see a lot of in-depth testing. Not super scientific, but real world, how you all are going to be doing this stuff. But yeah, this here, as far as I'm concerned, to date, is probably the best buy for the money for what we're doing. And that may change in the future. I know PA Biodiesel, they're coming out with a high-speed unit. It's in the works. WVO Designs is coming out with some new stuff as well. That is in the works. I've not been able to talk to anybody at US Filter Max, so I don't know what they've got going on. But yeah, got a lot of options, and this is the route I've chosen, and it works well for me. On the next video in this series, we're going to cover the plumbing after the centrifuge itself over to the finished drum and everything that goes along with that. The transfer pump I use, the little filter head that I use, which may or may not be necessary, but I still run one. The valving and system I use to make recirculating this oil up and doing multiple passes on each batch simple. We'll go through all that on the next one. So we're going to wrap this one up here. If you've got any comments, questions, complaints, drop them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer those as quick as I can. If you got anything specific that you want to see, let me know, and if I get enough interest in that, I'll see if I can shoot a video on it. Otherwise, I'll just answer it in the comment section. If you would hit that thumbs up button, helps us out quite a bit. Doesn't cost you anything. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching. If you need any of this gear here, check out the website www.notsograndgarage.com. We'll see you around.